You're very welcome back to our Sunday Game special, where we're joined by some of the top names in hurling and football to reflect on and look forward to the conclusion of this year's championships. And we'll be naming our teams of the championships so far. Now, we've lots more football to come in the programme, but we're going to talk hurling now. We're joined by Michael Duignan and Cyril Farrell, the man who last night introduced us to Cinderella under the Christmas tree. But we're going to start with last night's replay of the Munster hurling final as Waterford took on Cork. Here's Marty.
Man in the middle is from Clara in County Offaly, Brian Gavin. It's his very first Munster final, and we're up and running. First touch, Owen Cahill, down towards Seamus Prendergast. Tussle for possession. Coming forward is John Gardner. Loses possession. Coming through the middle is Richie Foley. Flicks it outside to Owen Kelly. Had a great game the last day. He's continuing on. First score of the replay. It's this man, former Mount Sion star, now playing with Passage. Great catch again, this time by left half forward Michael Cusson. Big 6'7" lad. He's giving a throw ball. Tom Kenny coming through the middle. Good stick work. Needs a little bit of support. Frankie Murphy calling for it. Over the far side, it's his midfield partner, Carl Nocton. Scored the first point the last day for Cork. He's doing it again, 6 days later. Good play, Waterford. Confident play, in fact. Kevin Moran just got a touch to it, battling with Ronan Curran. Almost picked up by Shane Murphy. More importantly, it's this man that has it, John Malone. First touch, first point.
Yeah, that's a great score, Marty. Brick Walsh won a great ball. Out to Declan Prendergast, was having an outstanding season since coming on at half-time against Clare after stopping the short puck out there, but a brilliantly worked score and a great finish by Milan.
Wonder what happened between Liam Lawler and Isaki. Watch the number 3. Oh.
Yeah, definitely went with the head. He's going to be in trouble for that one.
That is not nice. And I'm sure the CCCC will be looking at that later on as Cork have a chance. It's scrambled away off the line. Wonderful defending, and guess who? Noel Connors. This should have been a goal. It was heading towards the goal line. Just a little touch. And just there, Connors got there. Wonderful defending as Pat Horgan chased after it. Well done, number 4. Still is Brick Walsh. Has that nice habit with the hurley of laying it off. Long ball. Shane Walsh and Milan between them, combined. The finish by Milan is superb. Second point for the De La Salle man, and it's 5 points to 3.
Yeah, great play by Shane Walsh again here. You know, lovely, just a simple little flick out and a simple score by John Milan.
Down towards Michael Cusson. Chasing after him is Noel Connors. This is going to be interesting. Still Cusson! Liam Lawler is there. Here's a brilliant save from Clinton Henderson.
Yeah, he took plenty of steps to Michael Cusson. He actually hit him, maybe he didn't save it. He just hit him on the shoulder there and back out. But he stood up well to it and didn't go into the net.
Diagonal ball. Sends down towards Paddy O'Sullivan. Substituted half-time for Patrick Horgan. Scored freely against Tipperary, you will recall, with 2-1, but really hasn't produced it since. And here's a man who's very much in form, O'Sullivan. Turns left, turns right, hits it onto his right and puts it over the bar. So already the substitution has worked for Cork.
Yeah, bad mistake there by Declan Prendergast. Tried to hand pass it back, put Owen Murphy under pressure, and for a second he might have been in on goal, but lovely finish, shortened up the grip of the hurl and tapped it over the bar.
Up goes John Gardner. Loose ball picked up by Brian Murphy, or at least attempted, read it well. Looking around, Niall McCarthy calls for it this side. Good play by Murphy. Let's see what McCarthy does. He's dropping it in towards Isaki. Paddy O'Sullivan is around there as well. Isaki gathers. Liam Lawler stands his ground courageously. Still Isaki tries the second time to break down the Waterford wall. Back out to Paddy O'Sullivan. The umpires have a brief little glance at each other, and that's Paddy O'Sullivan's second point. Good ball up towards Cusson. Took the hit from Michael Brick Walsh. Referee blows his whistle immediately. former Waterford captain, is asking for what? Let's see here. Was that a foul, Michael?
Yeah, he just mistimed it and caught him in the back. Michael Cousin much more influential now since half-time. Had a quiet first half. Brick Walsh dominated, but he scored a point and fouled for that free, and much more involved in the game.
If Ben O'Connor puts this over, it'll be the first time the counties are level. This replay drives it in low, and it's gone all the way into the back of the net. A rasper that fooled everybody, but more importantly, fooled the Waterford keeper Clinton Hennessy. It looked like a simple tap over, but he drove it right into the corner, almost off the post, into the back of the net. Knocked down by Tom Kenny. Ray Ryan coming in. Shane O'Sullivan is there for Waterford. Managed to get it up. Tom Kenny. Now Shane has it eventually. Tries to give it back. It's a terrible ball, but that's a well won by John Milan. Chasing after him, Owen Cadigan. Milan from the sideline. Under pressure. Incredible point. It's his third of the Munster final replay. Tom Kenny. Shane O'Sullivan is back there helping on his defence. Flicks it out for Niall McCarthy. Continues to do Trojan work out in the wing. Ball into the middle. Cusson to Fraggy. To Cusson. Trouble here for Waterford. He's inside this time, and the referee indicates it's a penalty.
Liam Lawler had the route to goal blocked maybe, but he was definitely pulled down.
Yellow card, by the way, for Richie Foley. A crucial moment with 7 minutes left in the Munster final replay. Could well give Cork their 52nd Munster title. Clinton Hennessy fully focused on the goal line. Here it comes. Brilliantly saved. And Hennessy and O'Sullivan between them deflected it over the crossbar. John Gardner has to be satisfied with his second point. Let's see who got the vital touch. He drove it straight at Clinton Hennessy and O'Sullivan. I think we'll give it the credit. This angle will definitely tell us.
Yeah.
Both of them, really. '87 was the last time the Munster final went to a replay. Well, not to a replay, but to extra time in the replay. It was a day when Richard Stakelum said the famine was over for Tipperary against Cork, and there's the opening score for Waterford by Kevin Moore in this 20-minute period, 10 minutes each way. Here's Moore, opening score of extra time. This ball dropped in. Two Waterford players go up for it. Comes down, however, to Paddy O'Sullivan. Tries to make an angle. Still not gaining any ground. Comes back out to William Egan. Hits it with great conviction. And there's a point for a young man that's going to have, I'm sure, quite a good career in the red and white jersey of Cork. Cork under 21 star from Kilburn, William Egan. Carl Naughton gets a touch. Richie Foley leaving it for Shane O'Sullivan. There's a clear push in the back. And Shane O'Sullivan from William Egan. Free for Waterford.
Tony Brown is taking on the responsibility.
Slight wind to his back. More crossfield than anything else. Scored a goal to force the replay. Scores a point in extra time of that replay. Tackling hard is Jamie Nagle. So too is Richie Foley. Ben O'Connor chasing after him. Trying to scramble it for Shane O'Sullivan. Sullivan did well. Ballygunnerman. Back to Noel Connors. Gets a good strike of the slipper. Down the middle, up comes Gardner. Pulled on first time. Combination play. It comes to down.